you. Thank you. Hello, Buena Vista. Happy Labor Day. Frankie, it's great to see you again. Let me first of all acknowledge all of these individuals who are either in office or running for elective office. Running for elective office in America today is hard. And anyone who's willing to put themselves into the fray, we owe a great deal of respect. So while I may not agree with all of these individuals, I respect them and respect their right to run as candidates. Thank you for your service, gentlemen. You're right. I've been to Buena Vista, I think, north of 20 years. This is the second of what will be either 3 or 4 changes of clothes today. We go to Covington and Newport News and a few other places. But politics in Virginia starts in Labor Day in Buena Vista. It's a time to get out and go down and visit in this wonderful community. One of the things that brought me to politics was the fact that in the 21st century, you shouldn't have to move away from your hometown to find a world-class job. We've got more challenges to do in that, but we've got to make sure that rural Virginia is not left behind in this 21st century. You know, it has been the honor of my lifetime to serve as governor and now as senator from Virginia. But I worry, and one of the reasons why I'm asking folks to rehire me, whether the same kind of fair shot that I got is going to be available for a lot of the young people here today. I was the first person in my family to graduate from college. I got out of college and law school about $15,000 worth of debt. Today, America's student debt is crushing a next generation of Americans. You shouldn't go broke if you go to college in America today. Student debt is higher than credit card debt. We've got to find rational ways to bring that down, refinance it, income-based repayment. We've got to recognize as well that all of the obligations of the federal government, the most solemn and the most supreme is our national defense and honoring our veterans. And what has happened at the VA is a tragedy and a disaster. And while Congress has come together in a bipartisan way and passed $17 billion of additional assistance to our veterans, no veteran should have to wait weeks or months to get the health care they deserve or spend years going through a bureaucratic process. But to get the VA fixed, it's going to take more than money. It's going to take a change in culture. It's going to take a recognition that in 2014 you shouldn't have 1980s software scheduling your health care appointments. We owe an obligation to our veterans, and whether we're Democrats or Republicans, we need to make sure they get the care, the service, and the respect they deserve. We also have to recognize an issue that I have as governor fought on when I came in as governor with a $6 billion deficit. I turned over the keys to the next guy with $1 billion surplus. We did that in a bipartisan fashion. But what Virginia faced pales in comparison to what we face at the national level. $17 trillion in debt goes up $3 billion a night. Trixie, that's a lot even for you. The only way we're going to get that dealt with, so that again, this next generation has the same kind of fair shot that I had, and frankly, all of us had, is if again, we're willing to recognize that compromise in America is not a dirty word. Tax reform, entitlement reform, both parties are going to have to give if we're going to get our balance sheet back in order, and our young next generation is going to have the opportunities that we all deserve. So as we go through these next 60-plus days, we'll have times for debates and exchanges of issues. But today we ought to celebrate great Virginia traditions, celebrate that while we have political differences, to me it's much more important that I'm an American than whether I'm a Democrat or a Republican. And respectfully, if I get the honor of continuing to serve the United States Senate, I'll bring that tradition back, that tradition that we've got to find common ground, that together this country is better, and that fair shot that we all have will be preserved for future generations. Thank you, Buena Vista. God bless you, and let's go forward. Thank you all very much.